Ever had that feeling? You're on a date. The conversation seems fine, but there's this weird static in the air. She says she's having a great time, but her smile feels a little forced. She tells you she's fine, but her arms are crossed and she feels a million miles away. You're left with that nagging gut feeling, trying to figure out if you're crazy or if you're picking up on a silent language you were never taught to understand. Well, until now. Think of me as your translator. I'm here to pull back the curtain for you. In this video, I'm decoding the subconscious signals most men completely miss. This isn't about feeding paranoia or teaching you cheap tricks. It's about giving you the clarity you deserve. By the end of this, you'll have a playbook that gives you a massive confidence boost to trust your own intuition. You won't be guessing anymore. You'll be understanding the truth her body tells when her words don't. Pay close attention, because sign number 4 is the one that messes with guys' heads the most, and seeing a few of these signs together is the ultimate green flag you can't ignore. Number 1, she leans in. I call this the gravitational pull, and it's one of the most honest clues that she's engaged and wants to be closer to you. Here's the situation. You're talking. It feels good, but you're stuck in that gray area. You're not getting any clear signs that she's into you, and you're wondering if this is heading for the friend zone. Her words are pleasant, but neutral. Here's what you need to watch instead: her posture. When a woman is genuinely invested in an interaction with you, she will often unconsciously try to close the physical space between you. It's a fundamental human tendency. We move toward things we like and pull away from things we don't. Notice how she holds herself when you speak. Is she leaning her shoulder or her whole upper body in closer, almost like she's trying to catch every word? This is her body's way of saying, I'm invested in this. I want to be closer to you. Now, of course, context is key. If you're in a loud bar, anyone would lean in to hear. But there's a difference. Someone who is just being polite will lean in with their head. A woman who is genuinely drawn to you will often lean in with her torso, bringing her whole presence into your space. If you're at a table, she might lean forward on her elbows, cutting the distance between you in half. Even in a group, you might notice that while her head is turned to the person speaking, her feet and body are still angled towards you. It's a subtle but powerful signal that you're the real center of her attention. Number 2, she mirrors your movements. This is one of the most fascinating signals of connection because it almost always happens completely unconsciously. The feeling is that you're just in sync. The conversation flows, it feels comfortable, and you can't quite put your finger on why. You feel like you're on the same wavelength, but is it just a friendly vibe, or is there some real chemistry happening? The secret is to watch for mirroring. Mirroring is when a person unconsciously imitates your gestures or posture. It's rooted in our brain's mirror neurons, and it's a foundation for empathy. When she feels a strong sense of rapport with you, her brain subconsciously tells her body to copy yours as a way of saying, I get you. I feel connected to you. Let's get specific. You take a sip of your drink, and a moment later, she takes a sip of hers. You lean back and relax, and you notice she shifts into a more relaxed posture too. This isn't her consciously copying you. It's her brain's automatic response to feeling a deep connection. It's a nonverbal dance that signals trust and comfort. So if you get that feeling of being inexplicably in sync, start paying attention. It's a very reliable indicator that the rapport you're feeling isn't just in your head. Number 3, she initiates subtle touches. Touch is a powerful bridge between a friendly connection and a romantic one, and it's a critical signal to watch for. Here's the frustrating scenario. The vibe is electric, you're both laughing, but there's this invisible barrier between you. You're both in your personal bubbles, and you're terrified of crossing a line. You're left wondering, does she want me to get closer? The secret is to watch if she breaks that barrier first. When a woman is attracted to you, she will often find small, plausibly deniable ways to make physical contact. These are little tests to see how you react and to satisfy a subconscious desire for closeness. For example, while laughing at your joke, she might lightly touch your arm. Or as you're walking, her hand might accidentally brush against yours. One time could be an accident, but if you notice a pattern of these little touches, it's a strong clue that it's not an accident at all. It's an invitation. Pay attention to the kind of touch. A friendly pat is one thing, but a lingering touch on the forearm while she's making a point is something else entirely. She might even find an excuse to fix something, like picking a piece of lint off your sweater or straightening your collar. These small gestures are her way of escalating the connection and opening the door for more intimacy. Number 4, the nature of her eye contact. Okay, this is the sign I told you about, the one that can be the most confusing, because there's a fine line between polite and interested. Misreading it can lead to some seriously awkward moments. The secret isn't just if she makes eye contact, but how. Polite eye contact is standard. Attraction-based eye contact is different. It often involves holding your gaze for just a second longer than is socially normal, then maybe looking down shyly before looking back at you. That little dance, the glance, the look away, the return, is a classic flirtatious signal. Another powerful clue is deep, prolonged eye contact when you're talking. When a woman is truly captivated, she'll often blink less, like her brain doesn't want to miss a single second of you. Now, you may have heard about pupils dilating. And while it's true that our pupils can get larger when we're interested in someone, this is a tricky one. Lighting and a dozen other things can cause it, so don't stare at her eyes like a detective. Think of it as just one tiny piece of a much larger puzzle. A more telling clue people talk about is the triangle gaze, when her eyes move from your one eye to the other, then down to your lips and back up. It's a strong suggestion that she's thinking about your mouth, so don't just notice that she's looking. Notice how. The quality of her gaze will tell you everything. All right, quick pause. If you are starting to see the hidden patterns behind attraction and these secrets are making sense to you, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. We go deep into the psychology of connection and confidence every single week, and you don't want to miss what's coming next. Now let's get back to the final 3 secrets. Number 5. Her body posture is open. This one is subtle, but it speaks volumes about her comfort level and how receptive she is to you. The problem, you're talking and she's smiling, but something just feels off. There's a barrier you can't quite name. The secret is to look at her nonverbal gaits. Our bodies create subconscious barriers when we feel defensive or uninterested. We cross our arms or hold a purse to our chest like a shield. Conversely, when a woman is comfortable and receptive, her body language will be open. Her arms will likely be uncrossed, her hands relaxed, and there won't be any objects blocking her torso from you. If she's holding a drink, is she holding it off to the side, or is it in front of her like a barrier? Even more telling is the direction her feet are pointing. We subconsciously point our feet where we want to go. If her feet and hips are aimed at you, she's fully engaged. If her feet are pointed toward the exit, her subconscious mind might already be looking to leave, even if her words are still polite. Open posture is an unlocked gate. It says, I'm receptive to you. Come on in. Number 6. She engages in playful teasing. So far, we've mostly covered nonverbal signs, but this one blends the verbal with the nonverbal, and it's a huge sign that intimacy is developing. The problem is that your conversation is nice, but it feels sterile, like a job interview. You're not building a unique connection. The secret is the shift from polite conversation to playful teasing. When a woman starts to feel attracted and comfortable, she'll often start to gently tease you, making fun of your favorite team, giving you a silly nickname, or playfully challenging you. Why is this a sign of attraction? Because teasing is a way to test the boundaries and break out of boring, formal conversation. It creates a little private world just between the two of you. Crucially, this teasing is almost always paired with warm nonverbals. A smile, a laugh, sparkling eyes. It's her way of saying, I feel comfortable enough with you to be playful. If she starts bringing up inside jokes from earlier, that's even better. She's creating a shared history, a bubble that only includes the two of you. When the conversation turns from polite to playful, recognize it for what it is, a clear signal she's trying to deepen the connection. And finally, number 7, she remembers the small details. This is arguably the most powerful sign of genuine interest because it shows where she's focusing her mental energy. We've all had it happen. You have what you think is a great conversation, but the next time you talk, it's like you're starting from scratch. It makes you feel unheard and insignificant. The ultimate clue lies in what she remembers. When a woman is truly interested, she listens with a different kind of intensity. She remembers the small, seemingly random details you've shared. Did you mention you had a big work presentation on Wednesday? If she texts you that afternoon to ask how it went, that is a massive signal. Did you mention your dog's name in passing last week? If she asks, how's Buddy doing? She has mentally bookmarked that information because you, and the details of your life, are becoming important to her. Now, some people just have a great memory. But this is more than that. It's active, intentional listening. This sign is so powerful because it can't be faked over time. When a woman remembers the little things, it's one of the most honest signs that you're occupying her thoughts, even when you're not around. So, there you have it. The 7 secrets to help you get the clarity you deserve. We covered the gravitational pull of leaning in, the unspoken sync of mirroring, breaking the barrier with touch, the language of a look, the unlocked gate of open posture, the private joke factory, and the undeniable mental bookmark. Remember, any single clue by itself could just be a misunderstanding. A woman might cross her arms because she's cold, not because she's closed off. But when you start seeing these signs in clusters, she's leaning in, mirroring you, and remembering the little things. It's no longer a coincidence. It's a clear invitation to trust your gut. The goal here isn't to become a detective. The goal is to see things clearly. With clarity comes the power to navigate your interactions with confidence instead of confusion. Now, I have a question for you. Which of these 7 signs was the biggest aha moment for you? Drop it in the comments below. I read them all. And finally, if you want to keep mastering your social confidence, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. We have a lot more to cover. Check out the next video on your screen. It's the perfect next step. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.